So let's look at other diseases, and that is measles and tetanus. The signs, we are going to look at the signs and symptoms and ways of preventing measles and tetanus. For measles, if you have measles, how can you tell that one has measles? One, a person develops red eyes. The red eyes come as a result of the rashes on their body that start developing on your body and even on the eyes. So the more you scratch the eyes, the more they become red. I'm not meaning that if you have red eyes, you have measles. No. Let's look at other signs before we tell whether someone has measles or not. There is dry cough. Somebody develops a dry cough. There's also a skin rash. You can see this baby having a skin rash, and also a runny nose. When you say runny nose, you don't mean the nose has legs, so it keeps on running. No, just mucus flowing from one's nose is also one of the signs. And another one is high temperature. Somebody has high temperature. Then how do we protect the children from measles? We inject on the left upper arm with which vaccine? Measles vaccine. Let's look at tetanus. One of the ways of the signs of tetanus, one is that the body becomes stiff. You can't turn the hand, whether the hand becomes, the body becomes stiff, paralyzed. If the arm is like you can't fold it. So the body becomes, the muscles become stiff. Then in babies, the baby stops suckling the mother's breast because the jaws are stiff, it can't open. That's why we say those diseases are called childhood killer diseases. They can lead to death. A child can die if he has those diseases and is not immunized. Tightening of the muscles will touch a muscle of that child or somebody who has tetanus. It's very tight. As I told you, it becomes stiff. So how do we protect the children from getting tetanus? You can see these babies, their bodies are showing these signs. The baby stops suckling even if the mother slaps. But why should the mother slap a baby? If he has refused to suckle milk from the mother, it means he's sick. So he needs to seek medical advice. So what do? We inject on the left upper thigh or the left thigh. But in girls from 15 years onwards to those pregnant mothers, they inject TT vaccine. That's why when the mother is pregnant, she needs to go to the clinic. That's why they say, I'm going for maternity. They are going to be injected with the TT vaccine to protect those young children of ours from tetanus. And then, so we have seen how to protect the young ones from tetanus. Let's look at hepatitis B and diphtheria. Hepatitis B and diphtheria. So we are going to look at the signs and symptoms of hepatitis B and diphtheria. We say the hepatitis affects the liver. So what are the signs of that person who is having hepatitis B? One, yellowish skin and the eyes. Yellowish skin and the eyes. The eyes look yellow. But you should not generalize that whoever has yellow eyes has what? Hepatitis B. There are other diseases that also develop in the same way. They show the same signs. Loss of weight. A person loses weight. Then person feels weak all the time. And those are the signs of hepatitis B. And how can we protect a child from hepatitis B? We give Hep B vaccine on the left upper thigh. Hep B vaccine on the left upper thigh. Then the other one, we shall be looking at diphtheria as another disease. Diphtheria as another disease. Yeah. Now, when you have diphtheria, when you develop sore throat, you get wounds in the throat. You can't swallow something, even saliva only, you feel a lot of pain. Another thing, the neck swells. The neck swells. This is the disease the disease that affects the neck. You can see these people are having swollen necks. Swollen necks, and these ones are having sore throat. I know some of you, when they buy chicken at home, you just look at it because you have you have sore throat, you have wounds in the throat, you can't swallow your chicken. Let me pray for you. You will be fine. Let's look at ways of preventing in children by giving injection with DPT vaccine on the left upper thigh. Let's look at the last group of diseases, and that is whooping cough and haemophilus influenza B. Haemophilus influenza B. What are the signs? This one, the signs are a person coughs and ends up vomiting. That person coughs and ends up what? Vomiting. I told you that I picked only very few signs. Then another one is a person develops faster breath at a high speed. Breathe at the faster breathing. And how do we protect children from that? Well, by giving DPT vaccine. Then with the haemophilus influenza B, a person sneezes. And then there is also coughing. God look for more signs and symptoms. Now, before I leave you, these are the things to remember. Haemophilus influenza B is prevented by injection on the left upper thigh with Hep vaccine. Whooping cough is protected by giving children DPT vaccine on the left upper thigh. I can't again leave you for nothing because I have taught a lot. You just do for me this exercise. And when you finish, again we shall come and go through together. I just want you to continue keeping yourself smart and safe at home. Because you have been a good class. I know you have learned a lot. May God bless you.